Welcome to Flexibility Flow. We will get started in a seated position of your choice. Cross-legged is fine. Sukhasana, half lotus. Feel free to pull the flesh away from your sit bones if you don't have anything to prop your seat up. We'll take a few inhales to lift the shoulders and roll them back. As you exhale, letting the shoulders settle down the back body. Inhaling to lift the chest, and exhaling to let the eyes fall closed. We'll take another inhale through the nose, and if you'd like, an audible exhale through the mouth. Finding stillness as we root down through our tailbone. Feeling the crown lifting, elongating the spine with each breath. Focusing on each inhalation and exhalation. Allowing the breath to lead each movement through our practice today. In today's practice, we'll be working with flexibility, and it's always good to make a decision as to what specifically we're trying to be flexible in and why we feel we need to be more flexible. And part of building flexibility, we need to build strength. And while we set these affirmations for ourselves individually in our unique situations, it's good to remember the yamas and the niyamas. Specifically today, we'll focus on santosha, which is contentment, and tapas, which is willpower or fire. And these go hand in hand, especially when working with flexibility, as it's important to meet yourself where you're at. Today, we might not be nearly as flexible as we were yesterday, or maybe today we're far more flexible than we will be tomorrow. Inhaling courage for yourself and exhaling peace with where you're at. We'll begin to build this acceptance within our beings as we start to build movement. Gently blinking the eyes open. The gaze can be soft on the mat in front of you. We'll take some gentle cat-cows seated here with your inhalation, gently tilting the chin upward. And with your exhale, gently curving into the spine. Inhale to lift the chest and lift the gaze. Exhale to tuck the chin and tuck the tailbone. Working through the spine with your own breath. Keeping that breath steady through the nose to build heat. Engaging the core with each breath. And we can inhale to find stillness, finding a long spine over the sit bones. And take an exhale to lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. Feeling the expansion across the left side of the neck, breathing into that side body. And we'll take an inhale to lift the head to center. And exhale to take the left ear towards the left shoulder. Breathing into the cervical spine, allowing the expansion through those individual vertebrae. And with an inhale, bringing the chin to center. And we'll roll over our knees gently. And we'll come to sitting on our heels. If you would like a toe stretch here, you're welcome to tuck the toes under, making sure the pinky toe is also tucked for an even balance there. And pressing into the balls of the feet. We'll breathe into our metatarsals while also gently stretching our shoulders with prayer hands behind the spine, relaxing through the shoulders. Inhale to lift the palms towards the right side of your body. Lowering the right ear towards your right shoulder. Feeling that expansion across the neck. Inhaling to bring the chin to center. We'll let those hands go and find them on the other side of our body. The left hand on the outside of the left rib. And lowering that left ear towards the left shoulder, expanding with each breath. You might be feeling it in your toes if you've got them tucked. We'll inhale to find center and exhale to untuck the toes, rolling back over the feet. And we'll take a gentle spinal twist here. So bringing your right foot to the mat, we'll leave about a hand's distance between our foot and our thigh and turning towards the right knee. You can take your left elbow to hold in that leg. Taking the right arm up overhead to twist into that leg, into that knee, peering into the right corner of your eye, elongating the spine with each breath, feeling the expansion. And with your next exhale, we'll look forward, inhale to untwist, and we'll gently take that over to the other side, just for a quick twist, exhaling to bring it back to center. And lowering the right knee to the ground, allowing that femur to pivot in the pelvis as you like, taking the arms up overhead and leaning into that leg, bringing the chest towards the knee, keeping Ujjayi breath engaged through the nose, building heat as you pull the chest towards the knee, finding more space, expansion through the back of that hamstring and through the low back. And softening through the face as we begin to build heat. We'll exhale completely, and with your inhale, rolling the shoulders up, extending the leg, the right leg to find the left. And we'll just take a forward fold here, gently walking the palms forward, making note of how each hip feels, each thigh feels just a little bit different here. Taking a few deep breaths through the nose, letting the chest lower towards the knees with each exhale. When you're ready with your next inhale, we'll bring the shoulders over the pelvis. And we'll bring that left foot up to the mat, bending the knee into the chest. Hugging that knee in with the right arm, taking the left arm up overhead to find that twist. Finding that left palm on the mat behind us, peering through the left corner of the eyes. Inhaling to lift the chest. And exhaling to find a little more twist. Take a nice inhale, and with your exhale, we'll look forward, Inhale to untwist, letting that twist continue to turn towards the other leg. And exhale to find center. Lowering that left knee down to the mat. We'll take Janu Shirshasana here. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhaling to let that chest come forward in knee to nose pose. But there's really no pressure. Wherever you're landing is perfect. Breathing into that low back, into that hamstring. Building heat with your Ujjayi breath. And taking note the differences between these two sides. Maybe this is your good side. They're both good sides in my opinion. When you're ready with your inhale, we'll bring the upper body over the pelvis, extending that left leg to find the right. And we'll take Tadasana here, pressing the palms into the mat on either side of the hips, flexing the feet so the toes are pointing straight up. Chest lifting high into the sky with a gentle tuck to the chin, peering towards the belly button. We'll take 5 Ujjayi breaths here with the entire body engaged. Building tapas, building heat, lighting the fire of courage, and finding peaceful stillness here. Take a nice, slow, expansive inhale, and with your exhale, letting each muscle in your body relax. We'll tuck those feet in, roll over the knees to find a child's pose, Balasana. Your choice if you'd like the knees tucked, if you'd like the knees wide. You can make a pillow with your hands or keep them extended in front of you. Breathing here into the belly and reminding yourself that you can always come back to child's pose anytime you need to find that peace or that courage. Tuck the knees and tuck the chin and listen to your breath. And with your next inhale, we'll press into the palms to bring the shoulders over top of the hands in tabletop. And tucking the toes under, gently pushing the hips up high into the sky. Maybe bending into one knee, coming into downward facing dog here. If it's your first down dog of the day, making sure you're extending through that spine. Pressing through the pointer knuckle. Peering back at your toes with a nice soft gaze. Gently lifting through the armpits. Take a nice deep breath. And when you're ready, we'll tippy toe our way to the top of the mat. Finding a forward fold of your choice. If you'd like your feet to be nice and wide, I say go for it. A gentle bend in the knee can be nice. Just let that crown drop. Maybe draw some circles on the mat around your feet, allowing the spine to fully release here with gravity. Taking a few breaths to find stillness. Gently pressing the floor away with your feet and with your palms. Exhale completely. And with your inhale, we'll take a flat back, looking up to the third eye, tracing the palms up the legs, landing on the thighs. We'll breathe here as we expand through those hamstrings, shifting the weight over the feet, building heat as we find stillness. Inhale here, and we'll exhale to let the crown fall forward, bending the knees gently. Inhale, root to rise as we bring the crown up overhead, taking the hands up high in the sky. And we'll exhale to find Tadasana. And grounding through the feet. If you'd like to take Samnasthiti, I, for some reason, prefer it. It's up to you, yogi's choice. If you'd like your feet to be hips distance, that's great too. So we will start at the top of the mat into Tadasana, grounding through those feet, engaging the legs, lifting through the chest, allowing the crown to float gently over the spine, tucking the tailbone. Take a full exhale, and with your next inhale, we'll scoop the arms up overhead, looking up to the palms. Exhale, we'll send that heart forward, hips back, forward fold. Inhale, looking up for the half lift. And now when you exhale, we'll take that right foot back behind us and lower the knee to the ground. Squaring the hips up here, if you'd like to start inching that left foot forward to feel a real deep stretch across that hip flexor on the right leg, that's definitely welcome here. We'll breathe a few deep breaths in this preparatory Anjaneyasana. Exhaling completely. With your next inhale, we'll take the arms up overhead, lifting through the pelvis. Exhale, we'll open the arms towards the right side body to take that twist. Inhale to bring it to center. Exhale, we'll open towards the left, towards that leg. Inhale to come to center. Exhale, let the hands find the mat, and we'll tuck that left foot back to find the right in plank. And with your next exhale, lowering knees, chest, and chin. And we'll inhale to pull the chest through into a small cobra, looking up. Exhale to tuck those toes, pushing the hips up for downward facing dog. Taking 3 deep breaths as we gently lower the heels to the floor. Feeling the expansion across the legs. Inhale here. And with your exhale, we'll tuck that right foot between the hands, lowering the left knee down, squaring the hips. Inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale to let the arms find the mat, bringing all the weight into the right foot, pressing through the left to find forward fold with your exhale. We'll inhale to lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale to let it all go. And inhale, root to rise, scoop those arms up overhead. And exhale for Tadasana. And we'll take an inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, chest forward, hips back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and send that left foot way, way back, lowering the knee, taking time to square up these hips, maybe inching that right foot forward a little bit to feel the expansion across that left hip flexor. Taking a few breaths here to prepare. We'll exhale completely, and with your inhale, taking the arms up overhead for Anjaneyasana. Exhale, we'll open towards the left for the twist. Inhale, taking the arms up overhead, and exhale to open towards the right. Inhale, taking it overhead. Exhale, let the hands find the mat. We'll bring that right foot back for a plank. Inhale here and exhale, knees, chest, chin. We'll inhale to pull it through for the mini back bend. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And pressing through those pointer knuckles, a soft elbow to engage the shoulder girdle. Breathing into the belly, breathing in peaceful courage. We'll inhale, and with your exhale, bring in the left foot between the palms, lowering the right knee down. Inhaling to take the arms up overhead. Exhale, let the hands find the mat, bringing the weight into that left foot, pressing through the right to step it up. For Uttanasana, forward fold. We'll inhale for the halfway lift. Exhale, let that crown fall forward. Inhale, root to rise, plant those feet, scoop that prana up. Exhale for Tadasana. Ooh, I love classical Surya Namaskar. With a twist. And I'm gonna add another twist at the beginning now. So rooting down into those feet, into Tadasana. We'll exhale completely, and we'll take an inhale to scoop the arms up overhead, looking up. And now with the exhale, opening the arms up towards the right side body. Finding that twist, we'll stay here, pressing through that right big toe knuckle. And inhale, we'll take the arms up overhead. And exhale, we'll take that to the left, opening up, pressing through all four corners of the feet here. Breathing. And with your next inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, send that heart forward, hips back. Inhale for the halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, send that right foot back, Anjaneyasana. We'll inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale to open them up for that twist towards the right. Inhale to look up. And exhale to open up that T towards the left. Inhaling for that back bend. Exhaling to let the hands plant. Bringing that left foot back to join the right in plank. Exhaling to lower knees, chest, chin. Inhaling to pull the chest through for cobra. Exhale, tuck the knees, tuck the toes, lift the pelvis. Downward facing dog. Feeling a nice loose neck here. Maybe rocking the chin from armpit to armpit, just to be sure. Giving a little nod. Making sure you're feeling softness across your face. We'll inhale here. And with your exhale, stepping that right foot between the hands, lowering the left knee down. Scooping the arms up overhead for Anjaneyasana. Exhale to let the hands find the mat. Tucking the left toes, pressing all the way to step it up for Uttanasana. Inhaling to look up for the half lift. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, root to rise, scoop it all up. And now exhale for Tadasana. And we'll take an inhale to scoop that up overhead. Exhale to open towards the left. We'll take a few breaths here to recenter our balance. Breathing height into our spine. Exhaling completely. And with your inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. And exhale to open up towards the right. Pulling that right hand back as you pull the right hip forward. Grounding down through the feet. Peering towards that right hand. Exhaling completely. We'll inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale to send the heart forward, hips back, Uttanasana. Inhale for the half lift. Exhale, plant the hands and send that left knee back, that left foot, lowering the knee down. We'll inhale to scoop the arms up overhead. Exhale, we'll open up for the twist towards the left. Inhale to scoop the arms up overhead. Exhale to open up towards the right, towards that knee. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands, pull that right foot back to meet the left in plank. We'll take a breath here, and with your inhale, lowering knees, chest, chin. Inhale for cobra, pressing through the feet. Exhale, tucking the toes, pressing through the hands for downward facing dog. Feeling nice and warm now. Breathing all this courage and peace into our being. Meet yourself where you're at. And with your next exhale, tucking that left foot between the palms, lowering the right knee down. Scooping the arms up overhead with the inhale. Exhaling to let the hands plant on the mat and pressing through the right foot to step it up into Uttanasana, forward fold. We'll inhale for the halfway lift. Exhale to let that crown drop. Inhale, root to rise, scooping those arms up overhead. And to seal the deal, we'll open up towards the left into a T, into a twist. Breathing here. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. And with your next inhale, taking those arms up overhead. And exhaling to open towards the right. Peering towards that right palm, grounding down through the feet. Breathing warmth and love into your body. We'll inhale to bring the arms up overhead. And exhale to let the arms go. Give a little shake. Take a little breath. Find your center. Rebalance. That was a good shake there, Erin. I'm inspired. And at the top of our mat, we'll find Tadasana and work our way into some strengthening poses so that we might build our flexibility. Grounding down through all four corners of the feet into Tadasana at the top of your mat. Exhaling completely. Inhaling to take those arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, heart forward, hips back, forward fold. Inhale for the half lift. Exhale, we'll plant those hands and walk it back into downward facing dog. And breathing here. With your next inhale, we'll lift the right foot into three-legged dog. And with your exhale, letting that heel fall behind your body, lifting the right hand in wild thing or flip the dog. Breathing here to pull the chest through the shoulders. With your exhale, letting the hands find the mat, flipping your dog back around into three-legged dog. We'll inhale here. And with the exhale, bringing the right foot to the outside of the right hand. So we're in a nice, deep, nice, wide lunge. You can even let that knee splay out a little bit. Face you guys here. Taking a few breaths. We'll find our palm, our right palm on our right knee, and pressing both arms nice and straight. So we're pressing into the knee and looking up towards the right shoulder. Breathe here. And with your exhale, we'll bend into both elbows and lower the nose to the mat. Inhale for that twist to look up. Exhale to lower the nose. Inhale for the lizard twist. Exhale with your own breath. 2 more. Finding strength and finding contentment where we're at. And holding that twist, we can gently lower the back knee down. Breathing here. And you can lower, untwist, and lower down to your elbows. And we'll just take a few breaths here with our right knee externally rotated, breathing into that space. And when you're ready with your inhale, we'll take our weight back into the palms, finding that right foot planted back on the mat, tucking the back left toes, pressing into that, back into the lizard lunge with all your might. With a big exhale, let's take that right foot back up to three-legged dog. We'll inhale here and exhale to lower into downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here to recenter. With your next inhale, we'll take that left foot up into the sky. Inhale here, squaring up those shoulders. And with your exhale, let that left foot fall behind you, lifting the left hand, pressing through the feet into that mini back bend, wild thing. Inhale here. And with your exhale, flipping your dog back over, three-legged dog. Inhale here. And with your exhale, we'll tuck that left foot to the outside of the left hand, finding a nice wide lizard lunge here. Breathing into those hip flexors. We'll find our left palm on our left knee and looking up to the sky. Breathing here. Take a nice slow inhale. And with your exhale, lowering that nose to the mat, bending the elbows. Inhale to press through both arms. Exhale to lower down. With your own breath, we'll go ahead and do 2 more. Flowing in this vinyasa. And on your last one, finding stillness in that twist. Breathing here and lower that right knee down, keeping the twist. Finding the edge of the moment. And with an inhale, untwisting, and we can lower down to the elbows. And we'll just take a few peaceful, calm breaths to still the mind and still the body. And when you're ready, we'll inhale to bring the palms back to the mat, walking that left foot in, pressing into the ball of the right foot, bringing all of our strength into our hands and that back foot. With an exhale, taking the left foot high into the sky. Three-legged dog. Inhale here and exhale to lower that foot to downward facing dog. We'll lower the knees and tuck the hips back. And we'll just take a child's pose here together. You can tuck the hands around to the feet and listen to your heartbeats. And finding self-love. As your heart beats these blood cells through your veins, it does so without being told. See if you can love yourself in the same way. And as we work our muscles, they become stronger. See how you can work your courage. so that it might become stronger. And when you're ready, we'll bring the palms under the shoulders, pressing into the palms, walking them out in front to tuck the toes and lift the hips into downward facing dog. We'll inhale here. And with your exhale, tucking the right foot between the hands and lowering the left heel down. Cartwheeling the arms up overhead for warrior two. Breathing into the hips, pulling that left shoulder back as you peer over the right hand. We'll take a few breaths here. And with your exhale, we'll reverse that warrior, dropping the left arm back, lifting the right arm high in the sky, lifting through the center, pressing through the feet. Inhale here. And with your exhale, we'll cartwheel the arms so that the right palm is behind the right foot. Taking a little side angle here. You can peer up towards that left hand if you'd like. We'll inhale here. And with your exhale, slowly pressing that right leg straight so that we're in triangle. And breathing here into that hip crease, finding space where you can, allowing the chest to shine forward with your heart center beaming. Breathing here. With your next exhale, we'll bend into that front leg, allowing the left hand to find the mat, rotating the left heel up, bending into that right knee. With your exhale, we'll press into the left foot to lift the right heel, three-legged dog. Exhale to lower that right leg down. Take a few breaths here in downward facing dog, expanding through those hamstrings, pressing through the hands. And with your next exhale, we'll take that left foot between the hands, lowering the right heel down, cartwheeling the arms up overhead, gazing towards that left middle finger, breathing through the center body, feeling grounded through both feet, gently pulling back on that right shoulder, breathing strength. With your exhale, we'll take that left arm up overhead, letting the right arm track down the right leg. Breathing here in reverse warrior. Looking up at the third eye. With your exhale, we'll cartwheel the arms over to let that left hand come behind the left foot, creating a line through your shoulders into the sky with that right hand, peering up towards the hand if you can. If not, you can look down at the foot, that's fine. We'll inhale here, and with the exhale, straightening through that left leg, finding a deeper extension through the hamstring. Nice and warm here in Trikonasana. Keeping the core tucked as we find the twist, find the expansion, find stillness. And with your next exhale, we'll bend into that left knee, letting the right hand find the mat, rotating the right heel up, bringing all the weight into the hands and that back foot. We'll bring the left heel back up into the sky and lower it down for downward facing dog. Lowering the knees to the mat for child's pose. Pressing back, you can keep the arms nice and active if you'd like, or you can make a pillow with the palms. Give yourself a gentle massage with your knuckles. And when you're ready, bringing the palms under the shoulders, we'll lift the hips into tabletop and bringing your right knee towards your right hand and lowering the pelvis down in between the legs. You can extend the left leg behind you. We'll find pigeon pose here. And this is very different for each yogi. So if you need to open your knee up wide, feel free. Look back and see that your back leg is pretty parallel. If it's not, that's okay. Inhale, and we'll take the arms up overhead for a back bend. And if it's not fitting you today, that's fine. You can just breathe in your pigeon. And with your exhale, letting the hands go. And if you can, we'll bend that back leg in and reach back and hold it. I'm not cueing with a strap today. If you have a strap and you'd like to use it, go for it. We'll breathe here in Eka Pada Rajakapotasana. It's one of my favorites. Really expanding through the inner thighs. If you find your balance and you'd like to release that right hand into a mudra of your choice, we'll breathe here. And with your exhale, releasing that back leg, releasing the palms to the mat, we'll gently lift our weight to pull that right knee back to join the left. And we'll make some gentle circles with our belly button on the mat to gently roll through those hips, stopping to change direction and finding stillness. We'll take our left knee towards our left hand, opening that hip up, straightening the back leg down and lowering the weight in between. And finding what works for you in pigeon. Take a moment to really settle into your frame here. Both sides are going to be different, so make some notes. We'll take an inhale to scoop the arms up overhead and look up towards the third eye, towards the thumbs. Breathing expansion through the spine. Keeping engagement through the thighs and through the glutes to support the lift, lifting through the pelvis. Inhaling here. Exhale, we'll let the arms come down. And if you'd like, we'll lift that back knee, that back foot, the right foot, and pull it towards your body. Feeling that quad stretch and finding the edge for today. What is your edge today? And make a note. And if you're ready, if you're feeling like you've got your balance, you can take that left hand into the sky for a mudra. Or, should I cue things that I can't really do? You can tuck your foot into your elbow there, if you can. We'll take an exhale to let that back foot go. Bring in the palms to the mat, pressing into the weight so that you can pull that left knee back for tabletop. And we'll walk our knees up and roll back over them to find our backs on the floor. And while we're here, let's tuck our knees to our chest and just rock back and forth gently as we begin our cool down. You can release the abs, allowing the back to become fully relaxed against the ground. And bringing the knees into the armpits, lifting the heels into the sky. You can hold on to your ankles or your inner thighs. We'll take happy baby here, however you like, holding on to the inside or the outside of the foot. Yogi's choice here. We'll take 10 slow, expansive breaths, shutting down the system, giving our hamstrings one last little note of attention. If you'd like to slowly extend one foot at a time or both. A happy baby is a happy baby, no matter what you're doing. It works for me. And bending those knees into the chest, maybe giving another little rock. We'll plant the feet on the mat and gently lift the hips up and to the right, picking up the knees and letting them fall to the left. You can find your arms in a T or a low T, and just pressing into that left palm. Square down the shoulders. If you'd like to peer towards the right hand, that's fine. Taking a spinal twist through our thoracic spine here. If you'd like to find that left hand on top of your right knee to help gravity out a little bit. Breathing deeply and slowly, expanding through the spine. Finding stillness in our courage. And finding courage in our stillness. Sometimes allowing for quiet can be the most troublesome task. We'll take a nice slow breath in through the nose. And if you'd like, an audible exhale through the mouth. And using your hands to gently help lift those knees back into your chest. Lowering the feet to the mat so that you can recenter the hips. Maybe rocking those knees back and forth gently to massage the sacrum into the ground. And finding stillness, we'll gently lift the hips to the left and tucking the knees into the chest and letting them fall to the right. Finding that T position with your arms and pressing into the right palm to peer over the left shoulder. Working with gravity, working with nature. Maybe you find that right palm on top of the left knee. Giving your spine just a little bit of courage here to twist gently a little bit more. And allowing for the twist to cleanse the organs. Breathing into the ribs, allowing the expansion along your spine. When you're ready, with an exhale, we'll lift the knees into the chest. Letting the feet find the mat so you can recenter the hips. And allowing the feet to fall, extending the legs. Letting the feet rock back and forth to find their perfect resting position. If you'd like to take a pillow under the knees, that's fine. Finding your palms maybe on your belly or resting at your sides. Closing down the eyes if they're not already. And taking a few moments of courageous stillness to take in your surroundings and become one with the ether that surrounds you. Relaxing across the forehead and down the sides of your cheek and neck. Letting the shoulders be heavy in the ground. Feeling the hips melting beneath you. Creating a little puddle of willpower. And allowing for this melting to take over your entire being. Listening to the breath. Feeling the cool air across your skin. You can begin to elongate your inhalations to feel the chest rise. Calling attention back into your physical body as we reawaken. Gently rolling through your fingers and wrists and ankles and toes. Bending at the elbows, maybe giving a gentle stretch overhead. Bending the knees to bring the feet onto the mat. And gently rocking the knees side to side as slowly or as quickly as feels good in your body. And when you're ready, allowing the knees to fall and stay on one side, rolling the whole body over into a ball. And we'll take a moment here in this last moment of stillness, breathing courage and peace into our bodies. And with an exhale, pressing into the ground to press the upper body up to seated. Finding the legs crossed or wherever is comfortable. If your palms are on your knees, making that physical connection, we'll take our palms together at heart center. Inhaling to lift the chest into the thumbs and exhaling to tuck the chin. In gratitude to yourself for showing up and taking time to build courageous fires of willpower and peace. Thank you for joining me.